Howdy folks, and welcome to Deliver Us the Moon Fortuna by Kyokan Interactive. I'm not entirely sure that's how you pronounce it, but, well, anyway. Normally this is the sort of thing that I would showcase on a Saturday as part of the Casual Saturday series, but I have my finger in an awful lot of pies at the moment, this being one of them. So what's this all about? Well, stick around and I'll show you. The basic idea is that the Earth has run out of resources, specifically power. However, helium-3 was discovered in abundance on the Moon, and so, utilising the last of the Earth's resources, a lunar colony was set up in order to extract the helium-3, generate power, and then beam it back to Earth using a massive microwave relay. And it all worked, and everything was fantastic, until one day, it stopped. Contact was lost with the lunar colony, nobody knew why, contact couldn't be re-established, and with the source of the power shut off, the remaining global powers simply occupied themselves with fighting over whatever scraps were left on the table. And this is where we come in, as a group of rebel scientists and technicians, determined to attempt to send a rocket back up to the Moon in order to figure out what the hell went wrong, and if possible, fix it. And so this is Deliver Us the Moon. The game begins where, after 4 years of trial and error, you finally reach the stage where you're just about ready to at least attempt, and you're only going to get one shot at getting this lunar rocket launched. Of course, it wouldn't be much of a game if there wasn't a problem. And that's where we come in.
Fortuna, are you there?
As you'd expect in an adventure game, there are a whole bunch of things that you can click on and interact with, but the first order of business is suiting up because, well, we've got a rocket to board.
Ground control to Fortuna 1, this is Claire. Please confirm radio contact. Radio contact confirmed. Make your way to the launch platform and prime the rocket for liftoff. We have to launch before the dust storm hits.
Yeah, that would be the problem that I mentioned earlier. There's a massive dust storm on the way, it's due to hit the launch site any time now, and it may very well wreck the rocket if we can't get the launch away before the dust storm arrives.
There she is, the Taurus 5. It took us 4 years to get her ready for launch. But you need to hurry. The dust storm will hit this area in a few hours. If we don't succeed now, the Fortuna mission will be over for good.
According to the story of the game, at this point in Earth's future, the planet has suffered some fairly serious climate changes. 30% of all available surface area on the planet is covered by desert. Hence the dust storm it's about to hit.
Good, I see you're on your way up to the facility. The control center is located on the top floor. There you can prime the rocket for launch.
My one problem with the game at this early stage is the sheer amount of exposition that's being spouted at you. I understand they're doing it to introduce you, the player, to the storyline, but, well, I should know all of this. I'm supposed to have been here for the last 4 years.
It's been 5 years since we last received a microwave power transmission from the lunar colony. At first, no one believed it would be possible to transmit energy from the Moon back to Earth. But the WSA proved the skeptics wrong. Just like you will, when you get the MPT back online.
Yeah, I know all of this, Claire. You explained it to me in the intro. Plus, I haven't just arrived off the banana boat, you know. I mean, I've been here with you for the last 4 years, building this rocket.
This building once functioned as part of the WSA, but it's been our home for many years now. I still can't believe you'll be leaving here for good soon. The desertification of this whole region won't take long after the storm passes through.
Yeah, I know, Claire. In fact, you even said it yourself. It's been our home for the last 4 years. What do you think I've been doing for the last 4 years? Anyway, minor issues aside, let's get on with it. Another issue with the storytelling I found myself having at this point is that, well, where the hell is everybody else? I appreciate there's a dust storm arriving and they needed to evacuate, but if this mission launch is so critical, surely somebody other than me would have stuck around to ensure that it went off as planned.
Good. You're in the control center. Get the rocket ready to launch as fast as possible. Calculating new storm ETA. Claire, we have a problem. The storm is approaching faster than expected. Way faster. Time's running out. Keep going, Fortuna. We've been working too long to give up now.
See, this is one of the things I'm talking about. I'm the astronaut. That's what I've trained for. It would be real nice if, I don't know, maybe one or two of the mission controllers were still here to do the job of controlling the mission. I have to apparently close 2 fuel valves. I have no idea where they are or how to do it. Let's give this a try. Nope. Oh wait, there are 2 flashing red lights outside on a pair of things that look suspiciously like fuel tanks. Okay, if I could just find the door out. Maybe that's it. Ah, there's a door over here. Okay, let us investigate. Yeah, this looks fairly promising. There's a big ass valve up there and something that looks like a fuel pipe. Alright, I assume that's one. And the other one must be on the other side. Of course, things are never going to be that simple, are they? Oh, that's not good. Wow, that was a remarkably shoddy piece of construction. Hang on a minute. The people who built that ladder were the same people who built the rocket. I'm going to be riding that rocket into orbit in, well, hopefully, a few minutes. This does not fill me with confidence. This, of course, is the first real puzzle in the game. How the hell do I get up there in order to shut off that fuel valve so I can launch the rocket? The solution is actually reasonably simple. On the way up here, while passing through one of the cargo decks, there was a boarding gantry that was blocking access to the door that I needed to go through in order to get to the control centre. So I know that there is a movable boarding ladder somewhere inside the launch complex. And there's a very, very handy cargo elevator right here. So it's just a question of manhandling this thing into the elevator and then repositioning it so I can access that fuel valve. That should do the trick. Let's get this thing shut. Hey! Right then, Claire, wherever you are, I completed that puzzle for you.
Okay, the hydrogen valves are closed. Head back inside the control center to prime the rocket for launch.
Yeah, I know the hydrogen valves are closed, Claire. I just did it. 4 years of training on how to pilot a rocket and you got me shutting fuel valves. Right, what's next? Ah, there it is. Turn the launch key. Where the... Oh, wait, that must be the pedestal thing at the front by the window that I couldn't operate earlier. There we go. Yeah, the red lights are off now. Let's give it a go. Whoa, whoa, it's not launching, is it? Aren't I supposed to be in that thing? Oh, no, it's all good. Gave me a nasty fright there. I primed the rocket for you, Claire. Can I go now?
That's it. The rocket is primed. You have to launch now, before the dust storm destroys the rocket and everything we've worked for.
I should probably run. Yep, I've got a countdown timer. 1 minute and 21 seconds. Okay, the gate was shut earlier, so I'm assuming this is the right way to go. I've got just over a minute to make it to the command capsule at the top of the rocket. I do have to say, the audio and the visuals at this point are pretty impressive. You really do get a sense that there is a massive dust storm on the way. Well, gee, Claire, I don't know. Maybe if I wasn't the only person here, this might have gone a bit smoother.
Rocket navigation systems online. We're nearly there. It's just like your training. You can do this. Initiate launch procedure.
Ah. Yeah, despite all of my brave talk about having trained for this over the course of the last 4 years, I actually have no idea what to do here. Luckily, there is a launch sequence checklist right there, up on the left side of the cockpit, and you're going to need to follow the hints on that checklist in order to get this rocket on the way before the dust storm scrubs the mission fatally. So, according to the checklist, the next thing that I have to do is retract the orbital access arm. And I have 10 seconds in which to do it, or something bad is probably going to happen. Ah, there it is.
Orbital access arm retracting. Be a little more careful.
Shit. Didn't work. Why? Oh, that's less than good.
Rocket navigation systems online. We're nearly there. It's just like your training. You can do this. Initiate launch procedure.
Alright, follow the checklist and try to figure out what we did wrong. Step 1, the ground launch sequencer. And that is here, the GLS. Okay.
Ground launch sequencer
Okay, we're good.
started.
Next, the orbital access
Orbital
arm.
access arm retracting.
But this is what I did
Be
before.
a little more careful.
Oh, no, I get it. We have to toggle it when it's in the blue zone on the monitor. Yeah, missed it. Let's try it again. And... no, not quite. Third time lucky.
Perfect.
Got it.
Just like with practice.
Right, what's next? No. These are the auxiliary power systems. Nope. Oh wait, I get it. You can see the position that the switches are supposed to be in on the launch sequence checklist. Got 10 seconds to get it done or I'll have to start the whole thing again.
Auxiliary power units booting up.
Got it. Right, next. Retract the gaseous oxygen vent arm. That should be the same procedure.
Gaseous oxygen vent arm
Yeah, there we go.
safely in place.
Next, sound suppression system. That's this, I think. Yep, that's it. Okay, that's not it. Everything's staying red. Do them all at the same time, that's it.
Sound suppression system
Next,
engaged.
initiate hydrogen burn off. And that should be here. Any special order? Doesn't look like it. I think we just flip them all and then hit the big red button.
Hydrogen burn
Yep.
system activated. Rocket boosters ready for ignition. Standing by for countdown.
Okay, here we go.
Rocket boosters ignition start. Engines ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, start 1. We have liftoff.
You noticed that, did you? I have to say, I really enjoyed this whole launch sequence thing. It really did give you a sense of being there. I really hope this thing doesn't explode. Don't forget, people that built the ladder leading to the fuel valves are the same people that built this rocket. Alright, what was that? I hope it was the boosters disengaging, not something breaking.
You're on your way for Tuna 1.
See the retro rockets firing out of the window there. Alright, attitude control rockets, and that definitely sounded like the first stage disconnecting and being jettisoned. I guess it's all up to the inertial guidance systems now. Oh wait, no. We're going to have to engage the second stage boosters. Oh, that is pretty.
The view must have been breathtaking when the first astronauts made their way to the moon just 100 years ago. They knew an Earth full of life. All we know today is dust. If you can bring the MPT network back online, it could restore the hope humanity lost after the lunar colony fell. We could recover, rebuild, and most of all, start thinking about a future. You'll need to find the MPT transmitter at the Pearson space station. From there, the power signal was relayed to Earth. This was the final link in the MPT network before the blackout. If there are answers to find, they're at Pearson.
Claire, we need to head down to the shelter. These winds are getting bad.
Understood. For Tuna 1, this storm is going to jam radio contact. You'll be on your own for a while. To reach the station, you must... Once you're in the second stage of the law, please, deliver us the loop.
Oh, well, that's reassuring. Okay. Complete the second stage of the launch sequence. Alright. Hopefully, that's on the mission checklist. Let's have a look. We got as far as main engine ignition. Now it's main engine cutoff. That should be it. Ignite the second stage thruster. And that is here. And we're on the way to the moon. That, boys and girls, is a space elevator. At one end you have the lunar colony, and at the other end, Pearson Space Station, which I'm going to have to attempt to initiate a docking procedure with. It should be interesting, because we're going to have to do it without any help from Pearson Space Station. Still, how hard can it be? Well, it's actually not that complicated. You have to use the command module's reaction control thrusters to align yourself with the docking port, and then make sure you're not going too quickly, otherwise you're probably going to crash and break something. Yeah, it's not perfect, but close enough for government work, I hope. Looking good, and it seems I'm not going to die just yet. Hooray!
So we can't reach your location or receive any messages. But we can detect fluctuations in the MPT network. If you can hear this, when you reach the control center, try to find out what's wrong with the MPT connection so you can bring it back online. Good luck with that.
Right. From here on in we're in zero gravity, as you can see by the diagnostics on the monitor up ahead. The station microwave power transmitter network is completely offline. Well, we knew that, that's why we're here. More alarmingly, life support is also offline, and the station appears to be running on very low power. Now, that wouldn't be a problem if I was wearing a spacesuit that had been designed and built 100 years earlier. But apparently my spacesuit was built by the same people that designed that ladder leading to the first fuel valve down below in the launch platform on Earth, because I only have a 3-minute oxygen supply. Now, I'm not stupid, alright, I understand why they've done this. They've done it so they can build puzzles around your limited oxygen supply, and also to generate a sense of urgency. But I mean, come on. I can understand that in a game like Breath Edge, which is all about the comedy. But this is, well, it's not exactly a comedy game, is it? It's supposed to be realistic. Who goes into space with a suit that only has a 3-minute oxygen supply? 2 minutes and counting. I better get this figured out and fast. Okay, so the airlock door won't open. Why is that? keypad isn't even active. Turns out the airlock requires power, and that thing is where the power goes. And in one of the supply lockers down here, there was something that looked like it might fit into that socket. So I'm going to grab this sucker, motor my ass back to the airlock with 26 seconds left to live. And that does in fact power up the airlock door. And oh look, an oxygen cylinder, which gives me an extra 30 seconds. Okay, now what? It's like the life support system up ahead, which is without power. Fantastic. Can I reboot it? Nope, not even enough power to reboot life support. Fantastic. And I have 27 seconds to live. So there are another 2 power sockets, one on either side of the life support display panel. Ah ha ha. Well, there's one. Is it going to be enough? Do I have time? Shockingly, the answer to both those questions is the same. No. I'm probably going to die soon. Oh well. Oh, oxygen supply ahead. And I'm dead. Great. Okay, well, I know where there's one power supply and, more importantly, a whole bunch of oxygen cylinders. So let's give this another go. Power up the airlock. We still have 3 minutes of oxygen. We'll top off. And there's lots more oxygen over here. I don't really need it right now, but it's nice to know it's there. Yeah, I can't actually extend my oxygen supply beyond 3 minutes because, you know, reasons. Still, it's nice to know that I can always top off in here if I need to. That should give me a few minutes in which to get this life support power problem solved. So, okay, the airlock door is open. Doesn't seem... Wait, there's another power socket on this side of the airlock door. Surely I'm going to want to close the airlock door so I can pressurise this compartment. There's a map of the station there. Down to 2 minutes and 24 seconds of oxygen. Alright, well I know that there is a battery, for want of a better term, in here. So we'll grab that and we'll plug that in. 2 minutes 10 seconds. So there's one of these power pedestals on either side of the life support display. Is that enough? Probably not. Let's check. You never know. But yeah, probably not. Can we reboot? Nope, still not enough power. So where am I going to get... Did I miss something obvious? Wait a minute. If I pull this out, does it shut the airlock door? It does. I've got it. We'll plug this back in so I can get back into the station. I spent a minute checking all of the other lockers. There is no other power supply. This is what you need to do. Unplug the first power supply that you picked up from the life support system. Plug it into the interior of the airlock. This will ensure that the airlock door stays open when you enter the airlock to disengage this power supply. I can now exit through the open airlock door. It's still open because I've powered the airlock from the inside. Plug that in, then retrieve this because I'm going to need to have the airlock door shut anyway. And now I've got the 2 power supplies that I need to hopefully get the life support system back online so I don't die in the next 34 seconds. Now, can I reboot the life support systems? And I'm gonna live.
Power activated. Life support systems online. Oxygen levels rising.
So that's the basic gist of Deliver Us the Moon, at least this far on board the Pearson space station. We haven't actually made it to the moon yet. In order to get to the moon, we're going to have to ride the space elevator down. And in order to do that, well, we've already accomplished the first step. We've restored life support, but we're going to have to get station power back up and running to optimal levels and engage the rotation of the station to activate the space elevator, which is going to take us down to the microwave power transmitter in the, to all intents and purposes, dead lunar colony several hundred kilometers below. Now, because I don't want to completely spoil all of the puzzles in the game for you, I'm going to skip ahead to the point where we're just about to reactivate the rotation of the station, because that's when things get really interesting.
Power redirected from life support to rotation engine. Access control center to activate engine. Life support failing.
Yeah, what they didn't tell you on the way in was that in order to actually provide sufficient power to get the rotation engine online, you have to kill power to life support. So, once again, kind of against the clock here. Although for the moment, I still have oxygen.
Oxygen reserves low.
Oh, me and my big mouth. I'm going to be on suit oxygen any second now. Which means I'm going to have 3 minutes to make it back to the control center from around about now. Oh no, there's still some environmental pressure. I'm not on the suit reserves just yet. I'm trying to remember the way back to the control center. Surely this is it.
Offline. Oxygen reserves nearly exhausted.
Still some residual atmospheric pressure. Control center's through this way. Come on. Come on. Don't want to go on suit oxygen reserves if I can help it. Here it is. Let's activate that rotation engine. Hooray! What now? Space elevator online. Fantastic.
Astronaut, here's an started its outer ring rotation. Looks like you're making it up.
Oh, shit. This wasn't in the manual. Oh, God, no. What oh, hang on. Am I supposed to grab that? No, I missed it. Oh, shit. I'm getting a distinct gravity vibe from here on in. I can grab that. Yes! Okay. I've got to get back to the station at this point. And I have 10 seconds of oxygen. Are you kidding me? Oh, this is an oxygen cylinder. Wait, I demand my full 30 seconds. And there's another one. And we're up to 34 seconds. Shit. Anybody who's seen the movie Gravity is probably getting a distinct feeling of deja vu at this point. I think that piece of wreckage floating by on the left was my rocket, so I'm not getting home that way. 32 seconds of oxygen. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Nothing here. Come on. Down to 18 seconds. There's some there. Come on. Yes. Oh, there's a whole load of them over there. Fantastic. Come to daddy. What? Oh, you got to be kidding me. That's so unfair. Wait, there's an emergency oxygen locker. I've only got 18 seconds. I have to cut it open. Shit. Come on. Come on, where is it? Come on, don't tease me like this. There it is. Right, let's get moving. We've got to get back to the station and into the space elevator before our oxygen supplies deplete. I do have to say, visually, this is very, very impressive. 40 seconds of oxygen. That's not bad. Eyes open for any further oxygen cylinders. I'm probably going to need one, maybe two more. Yeah, there's one there. 26 seconds. Come on, we can do this. It's important not to get stuck on anything. Oh wow, that is actually my capsule. Yeah, I think we've probably voided the warranty on that thing. That's it, the control center is just up ahead. 28 seconds. Come on, come on. Come on, baby, don't fail me now. You can do this. We're back in the station. There is another oxygen cylinder just up ahead. 13 seconds. Come on, come on. 28 seconds. Cut the airlock open. No, 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 no. The outgassing pushed me back. Come on, come on, come on. There's the space elevator right ahead. Just got to get in there. 16 seconds. Hammer that switch. Strap ourselves in. And once again, it appears we're going to live. At least for now. God knows what's waiting for us on the surface of the moon. If you want to find out more, of course, you're going to have to actually play the game for yourself, because I'm not spoiling this one any further. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that was Deliver Us the Moon. Hope you enjoyed it. And as always, take care, and I'll catch you next time.